on the major issue of trash in the ocean. The video you just saw shows what 4Ocean does for our oceans and their mission to help. I want to start by looking at what trash has done to our planet and the effects it has had. Trash has had major effects to our lives and our planet, therefore a major change needs to happen. When 2 of the 4Ocean activists arrived at Bali Ocean, they saw large amounts of trash that was affecting the ocean. He said pretty much right away when we got to the beach, the first thing we saw was an overwhelming amount of plastic. Cooper told us to see in BC and make it. Trash can travel through rivers, oceans, creeks, and world's rivers, then landing in world's oceans, landing on beaches, causing these harmful effects. Trash is doing more than just hurting turtles, it's killing the earth and the oxygen we breathe. Something has to change, we can't let this happen. I want to break down 4 major issues concerning trash and waste in our oceans, and how it's affecting our everyday lives along with marine life, and what needs to change. The first main issue relating to ocean pollution is marine life safety. Chemicals and pollutants are dumped into the ocean. This waste is affecting fish in their daily life along with other marine creatures. For example, it's a trend to not use plastic straws and use metal or rubber ones, and while this is a great trend, people need to understand it's not just the turtles that need saving. Mostly all plastic ends up in the ocean from littering, winds, and poor waste management. According to National Geographic study, 80% of it comes from sources on land. These items can take hundreds of years to decompose, causing it to become a threat. Just one problem is that fish become tangled and injured in debris, and some animals mistake items like plastic bags and netting for food and eat them. Small organisms in the ocean feed on small bits of broken down plastic, which is called microplastics. The microplastic absorbs the chemicals from the plastic into their tissues, causing it to be very harmful. The risk of plastic ingestion is largely associated with the situation in which it looks like food. Plastic particles can be easily mistaken for jellyfish and other gelatinous prey for turtles. Problems associated with ingestion of plastic include the development of internal and external wounds, bleeding, impairment of feeding capacity due to blockage and buildup, decreased mobility. A second issue related to ocean pollution is contamination of our sources. Plastic debris has been shown to accumulate contaminants at very high concentrations. Based on other studies, even done by EPA, plastics have a potential to absorb chemicals of concern from the environment, which cause a potential global transport mechanism for contaminants of concern into our food chain, which is a threat to humans who eat seafood. According to National Geographic, microplastics are less than 5 milliliters in diameter and have been detected in a range of marine species, including plankton and whales. When these small organisms are consumed, microplastics and then are consumed by larger animals, these toxins then become part of their tissues. This causes microplastic pollution. Microplastic pollution migrates up to the top of the food chain, eventually becoming part of the food we eat. One example to prevent this problem would be to support or buy products from organizations like 4Ocean. Every day the ocean is being attacked by humans and natural sources that are man-made pollution and chemicals. The ocean has a critical role in our life on Earth. The ocean provides 70% of the oxygen that we breathe and 97% of the world's water supply, according to Planet 8. This is great evidence that supports why we need change and why we need to stop polluting the earth with toxins and harmful chemicals. The third issue I want to talk about is the effect local and international fishing businesses have on marine life and increasing of contaminated fish. Some fishing techniques used by international fishing businesses are very harmful and cause habitat destruction. We often fail to recognize this as a problem because it's a source of food, but species are decreasing, so why would we want this? Reefs are also being affected by overfishing because of the large nets dragging on the ocean floor while trawling. Contamination of fish sold has also become an increasing problem. Fish and other marine animals are eating plastic and ingesting toxic chemicals or contain microplastics, but are still being sold to eat internationally. Contaminated fish can cause harmful effects such as health problems to humans if we eat them. The last issue I want to talk about is the effect pollution has on ecosystems. As habitat-forming species are declining or becoming extinct, and as the physical structure of habitats are changing, there may be large impacts of marine debris such as declining species that are dependent on these habitats for shelter and foraging. For example, coral reefs are being degraded and many species depend on coral reefs for survival. About 1/5 of coral reefs have already been lost or severely damaged. However, this may seem irreversible, but with the help of organizations like 4Ocean, we can help this stop from increasing. As the debris accumulates, habitats have to adapt and modify their structure, reduce light levels in underlying waters, and oxygen levels may deplete. Ecosystems are dying due to pollution in oceans, and it's affecting species, causing them to become endangered. This food chain is being affected from the effects of pollution for the worse. So in conclusion, for my part of the speech, I want to persuade you to go donate or go help to the problem to ending pollution for our planet. 4Ocean has a great mission to help. We need to realize how many things in our everyday life is plastic and how it can be replaced or recycled to help our planet. If people do not contribute time and effort to help prevent this problem, it will continue. Not only will it continue, but also become an increasing problem, and the effects will become not bearable or irreversible.